And again. This time you can do it.
I don't know.
Don't be discouraged. Think about something nice. Think about... Isn't it a wonderful feeling to have defeated the seer and finally be free?
I don't want to think about it. Those months in the cave were horrible.
I shouldn't have brought it up. Do you remember? Think about the first time we met. You lived in a lonely cave for years, and together we found a way to finally free you, and all the things you've seen since then.
The first thing I saw were people who wanted to kill me.
Yes, but you've also seen nice things. Nuri, you must have one nice memory. Do you remember... Before we reached Enqui, we went rowing on the Svelte, past fields and windmills.
We were attacked in a mill.
That was before. I meant later.
They almost killed us.
We're still alive, aren't we? It's time you become a fairy again. Do you remember how happy and carefree you used to be?
Of course I remember. That makes me even sadder.
Come on, that's enough for today.
Do I have to go back in the cage?
Unfortunately, yes. With a pet raven on my shoulder, the Andergastrians will immediately take me for a warlock again. I'm glad those days are over.
Oh well.
On the way back, let's stop by Fai's tent. He has such a carefree manner. I'm sure he'll raise your spirits.
Geron?
Yes?
I want to be like I was in former times too, but I don't know how. So much has happened.
We'll manage somehow. Who are those people?
These statues scare me.
They look like the pillars from Fai's tale, only with faces. Hey there, what's going on?
Brider, I can't work like this.
Master Bodiak?
This man is disturbing my investigation. Talk to him. Send him away. I have no time for this sort of thing.
I'm sorry, but the School of Arcane Combat of Andergast has closed off this area until further notice. You should go home.
What happened here?
A mob from the city wanted to chase a traveling merchant out of the country, and this is what became of them. Ta-da! Ancient Tulamid pillars with an Andergastrian core. No trace of the merchant.
He disappeared?
Yep, now shoo. Otherwise the same thing might happen to you too.
Everything's cursed. Fai was our best chance to heal you.
But isn't he evil? Didn't he petrify those people?
Nuri, that was an Andergastrian lynch mob. Had I been able, I would have turned them into stone too. He must have left a trace around here somewhere. I'd better find it before the mages from the School of Arcane Combat do. Otherwise we'll be right back where we started. I can take better care of her in the cage.
How many attackers were there?
I can take better care of her in the cage.
Geron, I can't fly again yet.
I know, Nuri. Just rest. I can do it by myself. Nuri, can you do me a favor? Distract the mage. Hop behind the statue and talk to him. He'll think you're the petrified woman.
Shall I tell him about King Chestnut and the turnip ghosts?
No, just answer his questions.
What questions? And what should I say?
Listen.
How many attackers were there?
11 to 15.
What did the mage look like?
He wore a crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
How do you know all that?
I don't know anything. I'm just guessing.
From what direction did the attack come?
It came from the northeast.
And in what direction did they depart?
To the northwest. Can you remember all that?
What was he wearing again?
A crocus-coloured brooch on his left breast.
Then let's go.
Thanks, Nuri. You're a big help.
Oh, what a waste of time. It appears the spirit of these peasants has been extinguished once and for all.
Well, okay, the interback. Do I have to get them sad?
Ha! I have contact. They came from the north-west, and then went where? Ryder, what are you? I can't remember all this by myself.
That'll keep them busy for a while. It would just get done.
Hands off!
The clearing has... There's a lock on it. Yeah. Whatever's in there, it smells awful. They smell funny. Somehow... Oh, my head. My fex. What is this stuff? I'm not going to open... A key.
That's enough, Bryder. We have a statement. Have you thoroughly searched the crime scene?
Yeah, nothing there. If there's anything else, it must be in the tent. I'll just finish writing this up.
Uh-oh. Come on, close, quickly. Made it.
And don't disturb the crime scene. I'll hear every sound.
That was close. Huh? There's another one here. Apparently the mages haven't even found him yet. Prius be with me. That's the mask from the burial chamber. What else has that merchant fellow been keeping from me? Good riddance. It fits.
Hey! I told you not to break anything. I have no idea what everyone sees
He's
in her.
distracted, but not so much that I'll just take the... Got it, and now I'm out of here.
Oh, who do we have here? Bryder? There's a new suspect.
Huh?
What have you got there, boy?
This?
That can't be.
Master Bodiak? What is that?
Nothing. Take it from him and give it to me. That is quite obviously a very dangerous artifact. I must immediately take it to the school for study. Question the swineherd in the meantime.
Understood. So who are you? And why are you sneaking around here?
You can't just take the artifact.
Look at me when I'm talking to you. The School of Arcane Combat wants to know what terrible thing has happened around here. I, on the other hand, am surprised at how boring our investigations have been so far. So please don't make this too easy for me or I'll be even more disappointed. First question. What sort of artifact was that?
That was an ancient magical weapon. In the wrong hands, it could cause untold harm.
And how did someone like you come to possess something so powerful?
I found it behind the tent. One of the statues had it in its hand. Is that all? Can I go now?
Boy, you are boring. You didn't even try to lie to me. This kingdom can't even get incidents of black magic right. And now for my last question. Who are you anyway?
I'm Geron.
Fine, that's all. You may go.
Seriously?
I can see from 100 paces that you're harmless. Or do you have another question before you return to your uneventful life?
What happened to the Ptolemid?
We don't know. He probably won't be too far. All his belongings are still here. We suspect he's hiding in the forest.
What happened here?
Didn't I already tell you? Last night, 5 Andegastrians got together at the Fat Ham Inn to drive a Ptolemid merchant from the forest. And they were found like this the next morning.
You didn't say that they met at the inn, or that there were 5 of them.
Well, now you know.
Your teacher seemed very excited about my artifact.
That's the way he is. He collects rare artifacts, travels around a lot for them. Supposedly, he once even went to the Rastulian Wall to Draconia. But I don't know any more about that.
Are you good at riddles?
What sort of riddles?
How about, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone?
What's the context?
I can't tell you.
Then I can't solve it.
You're a novice at the wizard school, right?
Right, a combat mage in training. Forever damned to serve the Andegastrian nobility in their mindless squabbling with Nostria.
Why don't you leave if you don't like it?
First I have to make it through my training. Well, I think that's enough. Get lost so I can keep searching in peace.
I think I've seen enough. Come on, Nuri. I'll take you home.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm a child of the city. I don't know my way around here. It's still many miles to Draconia. We've only just begun to climb the mountain. I have to eat.
Give me silver.
Silver?
The silver platter from the burial chamber. Give it to me.
Princess, he seems to be offering you a trade. Do you really want to do that?
Here you are. And now? As you will.
It looks like you're going to starve now.
How come you're suddenly talking again? You've been mute since we left the caves.
I was afraid.
Afraid?
Yes. I was stuck in a dark but safe hole for thousands of years. I don't know who I am, where I come from, where I'm going, and how this is all going to end. In addition, I'm bound to a grim woman who carries what is probably a demonic staff on her back. Of course I'm afraid! Don't laugh! Whenever I think I've figured you out, you laugh like a perfectly normal woman again. Even the growling of your stomach is that of a plain mortal.
It's high time I ate something.
What? Your guide has you in the palm of his hand. He knows you'd be lost in this wilderness without him.
Just wait and see. I saw an animal's burrow behind the tree. I'll catch whatever lives there and eat it. I made them pointy. pelt is now full of holes. I can't get the last stake out.
Show me your dagger.
Now he wants my dagger, too. I'd rather not. It took the bait. I've almost got you.
Impressive?
Poor thing. And now? Can't just eat it raw.
Here, take these stones.
Oh, who doesn't need stones?
No, these are special stones. For fire.
He seems to be holding something in his hand.
These are flints. Thank you.
And now the staff.
What?
Stones for the staff. That's the price.
Thank you for not giving me away.
I thought you wanted to get rid of me.
As unpredictable as you are, he's even worse.
I have failed. I might as well just lie here and die. Oh. No. He took everything. He only left the flints and the mask. I'll hunt that bastard down. I'll catch him, and I'll gut him like a rat. No one flouts me and gets away with it.
What should we do now?
Did you hear what the mage said? She mentioned there were 5 people in the mob, but there were only 4 pillars in the clearing. What if the 5th person escaped? There would be a witness.
Or you just let me stay a raven. It isn't all that bad.
Not as long as I can do something about it. I'll ask around in town and try to find out what happened to Faye. You better stay here.
I'm tired anyway. I'll just sleep for a while. Will you wake me if there's any news?
I will. Sweet dreams.
Geron!
Giacomo!
Hello, Geron.
Hello, Hilda.
What luck! Here I was thinking I'd sent you to your doom. Is it true what they say? Have people really been turned into stone pillars?
Yes, it's true.
By the gods!
How do you know Faye?
I met him on my travels. He was said to own a rare fairy artifact I was interested in.
He's an artifact dealer?
He trades in them, but I never got the impression that he knows much about them. He even tried to sell me the fairy artifact as a mere ritual stone from the southern jungles. He had no idea what a treasure he was sitting on.
If Faye is just a simple merchant, where did he get the power to transform Nuri back?
I don't know his secret, but I saw it with my own eyes. We were enjoying a cup of Tulamid gold when he brought out a pot with a berry bush and transformed it into a crane before my very eyes.
It could have been an illusion.
No, Geron. It was the most powerful magic I have ever seen. And he was smiling cheerfully as though it was no effort at all. Geron, that man can mold lives into other forms as he wishes.
Even into stone?
I assume so.
What about Fahi's dream?
Princess Sadja's journey?
He only told me the beginning. Do you know the rest?
No. But the battle which he joined was the great battle in the Gorian desert between the demon lord Borbarat and Rohal the Wise. All Aventuria struggled to save the world from the demon invasion. Unfortunately, there was no one who could relate the tale.
Why not?
There wasn't a single survivor.
What about Fahi's riddle?
The stone and the scarab? I don't know. But perhaps it's the key to this whole story.
Can a single riddle really be that important?
Fahi seemed convinced of it.
Let's talk about something else. How's the fairy research coming along?
All my energy is going into researching the reasons for Nuri's tragic transformation. It's difficult enough to study a people that don't even exist in Aventuria. Now I have to understand an exchange of souls between a raven and a fairy as well.
I don't know how I can ever repay you for your help.
Well, there is something.
Tell me.
Can you bring me some wine from Hilda's bar? She won't give me any.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Geron. You can put it in here.
Were you here yesterday evening?
Yes, but in my room. The mood downstairs was too aggressive for me. There was a lot of alcohol involved.
Can you remember who was here?
The 3 at the next table, and then 4 others.
5 people attacked Fahi's tent yesterday, but only 4 were petrified. So the 5th must be here in this room. But which of the 3 is it? Thanks, Giacomo. I'll see you later.
Wait, Fahi may prove to be a dark mage, but if you want to transform Nuri back, he's our only hope.
What are you talking about?
Fairies need fairy magic nearby, or their spirit changes. And for a long time, Nuri's body was the greatest source of fairy magic that she had. That means if you don't change her back soon, she'll lose everything that makes her a fairy. She'll forget everything. She'll forget who you are and what you experienced together. She'll even forget who she once was.
We can't let that happen.
Do you have any idea what happened to Fahi?
No, but I will soon. Hey, who was with the mob in the forest yesterday?
They're very obstinate fellows.
I'll handle them somehow. A sight for the gods. Were the 3 of you here last night?
Who's asking?
Just tell me, were you?
None of your business.
All 3 of us were here.
The whole night?
The whole godless night.
You seem to be very relaxed.
My wife gave me the day off. And that after I spent half of last night carousing. A good woman.
Just drinking?
Not much. I had to play cards with my friend here, after all.
Who won?
Well, I did. This bum was a lot more drunk than I was and had to run outside all the time.
Was he gone long?
No, not very long, but long enough. Stupid. You should never leave an experienced player completely alone at the table in the middle of a game. An expensive lesson, but a necessary one.
Why are you staring at the boy like that?
I'm counting the lice on his head. Don't distract me.
Did you do that last night too?
No. Last night I got stewed and did my father proud. By Swafnir, did I quaff a lot.
So you were here the whole evening?
Yeah, right in this spot.
Hey you, wake up. Where were you last night?
Playing cards.
And?
Drinking.
The whole evening?
I don't know. Baby.
You spent the whole evening here playing cards and drinking?
I don't know. Baby.
That's all I'm going to get out of him. I think one of you is lying.
And who is that supposed to be?
The Thorwalian.
And what makes you say that?
He claims to have been passed out here all night, but you said that you were alone every time you cheated at cards.
That's true. Now that you mention it, He was gone a pretty long time.
Shh! Quiet. I have to count.
Where were you? Not with my wife again, were you?
Blast! Now I miscounted.
Hey, I asked you a question.
Stop arguing! And please leave my guests alone, Geron.
I'm sorry, Hilda, but this is an important matter.
I know. I was there.
What?
I'm the one you're looking for. I saw it all. I was drunk, and Geron, I didn't know what they were up to. I thought they were just fooling around.
Tell me what happened.
Wolfram said the Ptolemies are in league with the demons, and merely disguised as simple merchants. Supposedly, they're trying to smuggle a dark artifact into the country. He said they want to use it to overthrow King Ephodon, and turn all women into love slaves. First, Hartman was supposed to sneak into the tent and steal the artifact, and then signal to us with his lantern. That was supposed to be the sign to attack.
But it didn't get that far, did it?
I don't know. It's all so hazy.
Try to remember. You should start from the beginning.
I'll try. I remember it had just stopped raining when we finally reached the clearing.
Demon?
Oh, Geron, it was so horrible. There were horns growing out of his body all over, and he had a long, glowing staff on his back.
Just like the princess.
Promise me things will soon be the way they used to be.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it myself.
Will you now? Come outside with me, will you? Last. If the school learns the demon rumors, they'll take the case away from me in an instant. What shall I do with you?
You could let me go.
We're well beyond that point. Do you also believe it was a demon? Why am I asking you? You probably believe everything you're told.
A demon in Andergast? That's quite unheard of. It would certainly stir things up around here.
That it would, indeed. All right, it's decided.
What?
Here's charcoal and parchment. Have Hilda draw you a picture of the attacker. We have to know exactly what we're dealing with here.
We?
Then find out what the beast wants. Maybe there's something we can use as bait.
As bait?
Right. And third, I need an astral accumulator. Well, my own astral energy probably won't be sufficient.
Sufficient? For what?
We need to be well prepared if we're going to set up a trap. Do I have to do everything by myself?
You want to catch a full-grown demon? You're just a lowly novice.
I can beat the other novices with one hand tied behind my back. And yes, I want to catch it. And banish it. Of course it's risky. I'm not going to miss out on the adventure of my life by being careful. All that's missing is the drawing of the demon, bait, and the astral accumulator. And then we can get started.
I don't know what I should think of this woman, but if I don't play along, she might find Fahi before me. So you need a drawing of the entity, bait to lure it, and,
An astral accumulator. Here, I wrote it down for you. And you'll need this as well.
a ring with a lens?
And that's another artifact from Alric's collection. It's called a hare's eye, an invention of the Master Dehoto. If you look through it, you can see traces of magic in the environment. Try it. Did you see anything?
These glass shards?
Did they glow?
Yes.
That means someone cast magic on them. Maybe even our friend. Keep following the trail. Maybe there'll be a hint of what he's looking for.
I can keep the hare's eye?
Why not? The spell only lasts 3 days anyway. After that, the lens is worthless.
And what if I follow the trail and run right into the beast's arms?
Then you scream. Good luck. You can find me in the clearing.
Who have I come across now?
By the way, my name's Bryda.
I'm Geron.
Good hunting, Geron. On a rather unusual sort of hunt.
What's that? More broken glass? Somebody was here last night. Someone who by the light of the lantern picked something apart piece by piece and watched us sleeping at the same time. What's going on here? To set a trap and I put all the shards I could find in a heap. The whole thing was an ugly glass box. There's a gap in the lid, as if one single piece was still missing. The wine now flows freely to the ground. The gap in the lid is now full of red wine.
What can I do for you?
Can you draw me a picture of the attacker?
I can try. That's him. That's what he looked like.
Is that a magic staff on his back? Thanks, Hilda. You've been a big help.
I just hope they catch that monster as soon as possible. I won't be able to get a moment's sleep until then.
Don't worry, I'm already working on it.
Thank the gods.
Hey there, birdcatcher. The School of Arcane Combat is only for mages and novices. What are you doing here?
Master Bodiak asked me to come. He has an artifact I'm supposed to tell him more about.
All right. His room is on the 2nd floor, right next to the staircase.
Master Oakwood's old room.
How do you know that?
Long story. I'll be going.
And don't stray. If I see you anywhere other than in the Master's room, you'll be out of here on your ear.
Yes? Ah, here he is. What do you want?
It's about the mask.
What about it?
I want my artifact back.
Your artifact? According to Bryda's report, you just stumbled upon the mask.
Where did you take it?
It's my responsibility to keep the unconcerned far from any magical developments. That applies especially to hotheads who consider themselves to be budding magicians.
What's so important about the mask? Is it dangerous?
Only for someone who has a command of ancient Talamedia. The rest is of no concern to you.
If you don't intend to tell me anything more about the mask...
We may as well change the subject, yes?
You're suddenly so cheerful.
Can't an old man be happy once in a while?
I just mean with the...
All nonsense. Soon everything will be just as before.
You seem to be very sure of that.
That I am, my boy. That I am.
Have you found out what happened last night?
Why would that interest a bird catcher?
People are afraid.
Those pig farmers are scared of everything. That's why it's important to resolve this case as quickly as possible. We can't have the rabble taking matters into their own hands, and we saw last night what can happen to a mindless mob.
I need your help with a riddle.
Isn't that rather a...
Could be. It goes, as the stone over the scarab, so rules the scarab over the stone.
The last Mughal mage, Malakar, called himself the Black Scarab. It is said his descendants took on the title and dreamed of resurrecting his realm. But that can hardly be the answer for which a common bird catcher was hoping.
Who knows? I'll be leaving then.
It's about time.
Hello?
Oh, hello, my friend. You don't look like you belong here. Can I help you with something?
I'm looking for an astral accumulator.
You know more than one might think from looking at you. A genuine astral accumulator is very rare and valuable. A novice with rich parents hired me to steal old Owley's so he could cheat in the examination.
Owley?
Master Ulrich. It's an open secret that he's obsessed with rare artifacts. The artifact hunters in the Hisinda temple had better not find out, though. Who knows? Maybe one day that knowledge will help me pass my own examination.
Where do I find the accumulator?
In the dormitory.
What are you doing here?
I'm in bed with a cold, while the others are running around in the forest playing war.
It looks more like you're kneading little lumps of honey.
Correct. But except for you and me, nobody knows that.
Can you harden this wine for me?
Terrific idea. That would give us a ruby, right? Of course I can. But what's in it for me?
What do you want?
Nothing from here in Andergast. I can get all that myself. They tell me Tulamides are in the country. Bring me something unusual from their tent, and maybe we can make a deal.
I found this cucumber.
Show me. And now the wine. Harden what's soft and stem the flow. One freshly forged ruby for my new best friend. Whatever you're planning to do with it, I suggest you hurry. The effect won't last long.
What's so special about that vegetable?
Let's just say it doesn't just fill you up. Nice doing business with you.
There's a glow around the lamp. This could be the astral accumulator Bride is looking for. I should find out what he's doing here first. I should find out... Nothing but junk in there. This is the shell the man pressed against the pillars before. I'll take it with me. Didn't Ulrich try to read the thoughts of the petrified people with this? This one hasn't seen anything. He didn't even get a good look at his attacker before he ran away screaming. What a coward! He's got nothing interesting in his head. By the gods, what was that? I'll sketch it right away. Here,
What's that?
the astral accumulator.
Odum Arcanum. Geron, that thing isn't even magic. I'm afraid you've fallen for a red herring.
Well, great.
Don't get rattled. Maybe your first trail was right and you just let yourself get distracted. And use the lens this time.
Is this what you're looking for?
Odum Arcanum. Yes, that's it. Good work.
It won't get any more detailed than this.
Ooh, doesn't have any eyes. Thanks, Geron. That should suffice.
Since everything points to our attacker liking rubies... Here!
I know where that came from. The theory with the ruby is a bit far-fetched, but I can't think of anything better myself. You need to stand further away. I'm preparing the magic circle now.
How much farther is it?
What?
What is it?
I thought you said something.
No. Unfortunately, I can only create the basic conditions. I'll only know the right spell when I see the beast.
I'm amazed the mob didn't run away from the tent.
The attacker probably came out of the woods.
To Draconia. How much further is it?
This time I heard it too. I'm so tired all of a sudden. By the gods! Geron, the tree! It was here the whole time.
What do you want?
I'm hungry. I need to eat. If I starve before
The
the
mask
mask
gets to Draconia, you won't see a single shilling.